Hi there, Jace here, and I'm working on a piece called The Leaper. And I've was standing down in my kitchen, and I got smacked over the head with an idea. I just concluded my last session at session 13, and added a string line to the opening. Why don't we go ahead and have a listen and see where the entire piece stands right now? And this particular session is about the opening. I'm going to go ahead. Okay, I'm going to stop there. What is going on here is this thing wants to breathe. This track wants to breathe. The opening of this thing is trying to come to life. And there can be some tension in there, but let me show you what I mean. This is going to be a short session, I think, but I've made the, This is the Trello checklist for done session 14 and opening. It wants to breathe. It wants to be alive. So what that means is contrast in the strings, weight in the bass, lifted every 2 bars. Okay. Let me explain this to you. That's going to the top priority here. Because I think this single thing is going to affect an underlying arc that affects the whole piece after this. And when I say this, I don't mean this in some treacherous way I'm doing any rewriting. No, the opening was never finished anyways. This is a continuation of the idea, expounding upon the idea of the opening of this track. And we left off with this. Okay, now watch this. Contrast is such a very important thing, you know? It brings life into a piece of music. And one of the things people can hear, two of the most basic things that people can hear in music, by the way, are rhythm and density in sound. Okay, so even people, you know, we're not all made to be rhythmic masters, and we're not all made to be musicians, I guess, but we're all musicians in our soul. And one of the things even the folks who aren't so musically adept at playing can detect is when something is out of rhythm. Okay. Or when something is thick and is very dense. This is why EDM music, so much of what EDM makes EDM is sculpting the sense of presence and density in a track. If you don't have thinness, you can't have thickness, because all you have is one thing the whole way across the board. Bringing this thing to life and breathing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these strings 2 bars off in the bass every time, and watch what a difference this makes. It lets the opening come through without mud and ring and sing up there in the upper end, shiny and pretty. And keep in mind something, no mixing and mastering's been done on this track yet. Nothing. Yeah, a little bit of delay and a little bit of volume in that stuff, but no EQ, not a thing. These tracks are raw. Okay. I got to be able to hear the count in, unfortunately. Maybe I can just eyeball it. Yeah. See what I'm doing? I'm changing it from being there ever present in the bass to bringing it in and out. In, out. Watch. That makes me happy. I love it when a song shows you what it wants to do. And sometimes, isn't it so hard to just get out of your own way and discover that? Now check this out. One other thing here. Reason I'm using this checklist for people who aren't part of the Leap. Leap is a great program that you should be interested in if you're a musician. It helps you do things like this. Well, it helps you finish tracks, is what I'm saying here. I just want you to see, for the sake of pegging this introduction and creating a moment of release of tension. And I'm gonna pay people off very early in this song with a really good appetizer. Okay, this is like, it's not going to overshadow the main course. The main course, when it comes through here, is like, boom. It's going to be thunder. I can see that now. But this opening is going to be very delicious. And let's cut the intro a bar earlier. That means everything. Let me show you what I mean. Oh, man. This just, came to me down in the kitchen, It didn't come to me while sitting here listening over and over and over and over and over and adding things over and adding things over. And so, let's see here. Let's do a select all. Let's bring up the entire key editor window here for this. I'm going to just zoom that. Okay, great. This is everything happening in the piece. Every note in the score. Logic buggy happening here. It's not updating. Ugh. That's going to look like a restart. Let's see if I can get through this without doing that. Bear with me. For some reason, my playhead here is freezing up. cut those guys right there. Right there. If my key editor window would allow me to do it. See, this is one of those things where you just gotta smile and come up with a different solution. I'm gonna go up here upstairs. See if I can handle this up here. Just give me a second. You know. All right. Sustain happening there someplace. I'm thinking that I will cut that clean. Almost like a shh moment right there. Okay, but that's just one of those little magic moments I wanted to share with you guys, and arrangement and how it works and stuff like that. And see, I might be trying to get into flow here on this thing. I don't know. One of the things I'm working on is knowing when I'm in flow and knowing when I'm changing things just to change them. You know? Sometimes that has changing things, just changing and moving and changing and moving, has a way of wanting to masquerade as being in flow. And I know what flow feels like. Just gotta keep working on things and keep trying. So, all right, guys, that was session 14 on the Leaper. See you soon.